Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Midwest Winter Shootout. My name is Kurt Geralds, and I am happy to be with you as we are a little late to tuning in. We just showed up in the JD3 machine taken out by the one Jegs vehicle there. That looked familiar. We are rolling live. Missed last week due to a sickness that took your boy out. Down for the count, but feeling good to be back as we are at Myrtle Beach for this week's edition. 100 laps in the late models practice session coming to a close. Sometimes you got to go to work and then get here to do some iRacing, and I'm happy to bring it to you. Currently on top of that leaderboard, Jordan Tinsilli. And there's a nice collision there in the back. J-Rob and the JD3 machine got into it there. Let us reset things, see where we are at. Top of the leaderboard, Tinsilli, Connor, Popwell, Allison, and Craig. That is your top 5. So we see Colin and Dickey on the screen there, into the wall a little bit. Connor Popwell as well. Hour-long practice session, 52 minutes completed. Qualifying will commence right afterwards. Then we'll get into 100 laps on this iRacing League. 100 laps at Myrtle Beach Speedway. As it sits, I have 18 cars that have taken time. For this event, 19 registered in the system. Looking back on last week, the winner was J-Rob. Jacob Robertson was very upset I did not get to call his win. He's a bit busy, as I said, with an absolute sickness that had me down for the count. There's a nice collision there on the backstretch. People resetting, getting rolling as we get closer and closer to the end of the practice session. We did join late. Had a race from downtown Indianapolis radio station to get over here and get this iRacing stream set up and running. "100 laps, Myrtle Beach, New Year's Eve upon us. The final countdown of 2025 underway. The reason we are racing on a Monday, obviously, is New Year's Eve is Wednesday. Hope everyone had a fantastic Christmas and hopes for a fantastic 2026 to come. Gentlemen, in this racing series will keep you entertained as we go through the winter months. Week 6 of 12, if I'm not mistaken. This will be the halfway point of the season. Jordan Tinsilli still on the top of the leaderboards. We're rocking with this exciting cam that iRacing so graciously gives to us, but it's very quick to cut and switch along as we go through this practice session. 19.207 fast time so far in practice. Dalton Connor, 19.210 is in second. Connor Popwell with a 19.244. No, Allison with a 19.248. And Trey Craig, 19.281 to round out the top 5. 18 individuals have taken time. Looking at my iRacing monitor, 19 cars are registered. The 18 you see on your screen have taken time. The 87 of Rex Cox has yet to take any time in the practice session. There's a look at last week's winner, Jacob Robertson. J-Rob brought home the victory last week at USA. just under 4 minutes remaining in the practice session. Nice collision there between the 15 of Tansilli and the 36. See if we can pop those car numbers up there. There we go. Just so we know who is who. If you don't know by now, if you've tuned in for a majority of these races, thank you. And thank you for tuning back in. This is my attempt to show that I know how to call racing, and let's be honest, we're doing it for fun, and I really don't know what I'm doing half the time, but we love calling racing. It is something to get us through the winter months before racing season does come back about March, April. But if you live in the state of Indiana, you really don't know what weather you're going to get. It was 60 degrees, sunny, and you could take a walk yesterday, and today you woke up to snow, cold, and negative degree wind chills. And that's just Indiana in a nutshell. Seem to be having some issues getting the overlay onto the screen. Hopefully I can get that ironed out before we get into the race. We have qualifying coming up. There was an update that I did not notice. See if we can get that updated, get the overlay system fixed, and we can be on our merry way. Apologies, we are trying to update as we go here. There we go, the overlay should be working on the live stream now. Bit of a hiccup in the system, a new update to the iRacing live timing setup we have. We are back up and rolling there, looks like on the stream. Hey, look at it, no Allison junking it there. We are coming to a close now of practice. We will reset. We'll show that. We'll get the car numbers out the way once we get rolling. Let's see if we can get a good look here. See if we can catch a couple of people getting their laps in. That looks to be Jordan Tansilli there. He was fast time in qualifying. Bit of a glitch in the system there. Real quick switch to Connor Popula, but we will ride along with Jordan Tansilli. We'll keep an eye at the top left of the screen there to see who ends up with fast time. A lot of lag issues there, so maybe we can we'll have to switch to somebody else. Take a look at Connor Popwell. Hopefully the lag will clean itself up as we go. Looks like Mason Hadley on top of leaderboards. Popwell's now, a lot of times, rolling in here. Let's grab Jordan Tansilli, see if he set fast time. He did not. Dealing with lag, I don't know if that's my end or his. Let's see if we can grab somebody else. Here we go. JD3 of Jack Dawsey the third. He runs fifth there. Fast time, Connor Popwell, 19.202. Trey Craig sitting in second right now. Dawsey just inside the top five. He will be bumped out of the top five as Jordan Tensilly moves up to second with a 19.235. Thenis now on the track. He ran a 19.490. Dawsey will move back up into fifth. Grab Xavier King here. First lap looked to be a 19.505. He'll come around for his second lap. And see what we can do there. There's Hartledge there. Paul Hartledge. And Xavier King jumps up into the top five. Then Colin Dickey bumps him down a little bit on his first lap. Let's grab Colin here. Follow along with a 33 Colin Dickey as he ran a 19.409 lap one. Let's see if he can improve here on lap number 2. Brings it to the start-finish line. And Dickey will improve, but not up a position. It looks like on my screen, Rex Cox has joined in, so we will have 19 cars in this race. Rex Cox joined in the fray here. Last week's winner, Jacob Robertson, on track. Let's see if we can get the time on his first lap. J-Rob's first lap is going to be... maybe that was not his first lap. That was... I don't know. Things are bouncing around. Currently, Connor Popwell sitting on top with a 19.202 lap time. We'll follow along with Jacob Robertson now. J-Rob's first lap. As you see, Noah Allison jump up to 4th. J-Rob's going to go to 7th. Noah Allison's first lap puts him up to 4th. Let's go ahead and grab Noah. Looks like he is off track. So we'll go back over to J-Rob, who ran a 19.432. We'll switch over. There's Dalton Connor now with a 19.276. He's going to park it. It looks to be potentially everybody that has taken lap times now. Everybody has taken lap times. There is your the starting field, 19 cars. Let's go ahead and get that pulled away as we wait. Get rid of that. You know, I've been doing this for now 5 weeks after missing last week and still learning as we go. Looking at qualifying, it'll be Popwell, Tensilly, Dalton Connor, Trey Craig, Noah Allison, your top 5. Colin Dickey, Jordan Gonder, Jacob Robertson, Bradley Winters, and Xavier King rounding out your top 10. JT McNulty, Jack Dawsey III, Logan Thenis, Paul Hartledge, Mason Hadley, Brandon Kramer, Brandon Meesey, Rex Cox, and David Palmer will round out your 19-car field for this 100-lap late model race at Myrtle Beach. We will wait to wrap up the session of lone qualifying. It is finished. We are resetting. And we are getting things set on the grid now. As we get the scenic route there, the pit stop Myrtle Beach Speedway concessions. I assume that's true to life. Some boiled peanuts. Yeah, $3 20-ounce Pepsi. That's accurate. Awfully pricey, but that's accurate. 100 laps, getting ready to rock and roll. There will be an invert of some sort. I will potentially get that message, or we will guess as we go. There's a look at the guys on the field in pit lane. Ready to rock and roll. Front of the field there. As we wait to get things rolling. Pace car acting like it doesn't want to pull off. As we wait. There we go. And we get things rolling. Cars to the track. We will wait to see the invert, if there is one. thinking that Tansili may be having some connection issues as you see him blinking a little bit. There's the 84 of Xavier King to the front. He was 10th, so it could have been a 10. We'll get things set up. But the front row looks like it may be Xavier King and Bradley Winters, followed by Jacob Robertson and Jordan Gonder right behind them. There's the 33 of Colin Dickey. Let's get things set up and ready to go here. $100 laps at Myrtle Beach Speedway here. Week number 6 of the Midwest Winter Shootout here on YouTube, on iRacing. Brought to you by, you name it. Sponsors needed, sponsors wanted. More than welcome to sponsor the Midwest Winter Shootout. It looks like we may be going green. Pace car is off. We will take a look. Xavier King is going to lead him to the start-finish line. Next to him, Bradley Winters. And we are green for 100 laps. There is the running order as we get rolling into turn number 3. It'll be King, Winters, Robertson, Gonder, Dickey. Xavier King going to bring him into 1. Keep our eyes peeled at the back of the pack a little bit, see if there's any shaking and moving. We will bounce around once we get a few laps under our belt. 2 laps down, coming to 3. Yellow flag is out. I am not sure what for. Well, that might be your culprit. JD3 machine there at the back of the pack. Either spun, assisted, I am not sure. We will see. That is your yellow flag car. The JD3 of Jack Hussey, D3rd. Yellow flag flies 3 laps into this 100 lap feature event. We'll bounce back to the front of the pack with Xavier King, Bradley Winters, Jacob Robertson, and Colin Dickey. Jordan Gonder will round out that top 5. Couple notes for this race. A strict 3 cautions, and you will be parked, pending if you are, of course, the one at fault. There will be 2 fast repairs, and you get 2 sets of tires for 100 laps at Myrtle Beach Speedway. Looking ahead on the schedule, January 7th, we'll be back in action at New Smyrna with the street stocks making their return for 100 laps. And then Lanier and the late models on January 14th. We'll head to the Bull Ring in the street stocks on the 21st of January. January 28th, a 5 Flag Speedway in the late models. February 4th will be IRP 100 lap street stock race, and we will round out the season at Hickory with 100 laps in the late models on February 9th. Getting ready to go back to green with Xavier King and Bradley Winters. King gets a good run there. Great start for King. Winters not able to keep up. J-Rob's going to stay to the bottom of Winters as they barrel on into the turn. We'll sit with this pack of cars here. Good group of guys. You can see a mix of them. There's J-Rob, Winters, Colin Dickey, Jordan Gonder on the bottom. Dalton Connor behind him. And there we go. We are going to go caution for that one. checking my settings. I did not catch that as well as I wanted to. Oh, well, we're learning things. See if we can back it up enough. If there was a way I can make this faster. Jordan Goddard was the one involved. Let's see if we can get backed up and then live quick enough and see what happened. Barreling into the turn. Looked like Connor got to the inside of Goddard. Goddard came down a bit, and they were wrecking. Let's get back to live action now. Well, hey, we're learning how to do replays a little bit, so we'll keep an eye out for any other incidents, and we will be able to jump to that if need be. We learn as we go, 6 weeks in. Hey, halfway into the season, we're figuring things out. We'll figure it out as we go. Xavier King, Jacob Robertson on the front row. Bradley Winters, Colin Dickey right behind. Noah Allison and Dalton Connor. Got Trey Craig, Connor Popwell, Mason Hadley, and Paul Hartledge. That is your top 10. King set to bring us back to green with J-Rob on his outside. Rolling through turn number 4 as we come back to the green flag. 12 of 100 laps completed. A little loosey-goosey from Colin Dickey there. We will continue rolling. Xavier King. We will switch up our view a bit. We'll ride with the middle of the pack here. Popwell to the bottom of Dalton Connor. Colin Dickey goes a little too high. He's going to lose a lot of position here. Dickey into the wall. He's going to fall back more. Xavier King still your leader. And we are wrecking yet again. And hey, we just learned how to do a replay. Let's bring it back. Go a little slow-mo action. As you can see, it looked like the 95 got into Bradley Winters a little bit, sending Winters spinning. A check up there, causing a bit of an accordion effect, allowing Popwell to slow up, check up. Mason Hadley really nowhere to go there, sends him spinning, and that will be the caution. If you guys getting out of that unscathed, good on them, but that is what seems to have happened. Bring it back to live. Xavier King, your leader still. We are figuring out as we go with the replay system. Be quicker on it. Going forward, the invert was 10. I see that in the comments now. Tough break for Connor Popwell, caught up in that. Really nowhere to go for Mason Hadley. Not really at fault there for getting into him. It was just kind of a check-up situation when Winters got loose. And from there, everybody went spinning. And the survivors keep on rolling. Xavier King, Jacob Robertson, Dalton Connor, Noah Allison, Trey Craig get your top 5. Colin Dickey has fallen back to 6th place, Was stuck on the high side a bit, got a little loose and lost some positions. Let's see if he can regroup and gain them back. Early troubles from the JD3 machine of Jack Dawsey. He's back up to 9th inside the top 10 there. 16 of 100 laps completed here at Myrtle Beach Speedway. Pace car pulls off, and we are ready to go back green flag racing here in the Midwest Winter Shootout. Xavier King will bring him out in turn number 4. J-Rob got a bit of a jump there on it. We are green. King will hold the bottom, but J-Rob with a good run there on the top. See if he can make anything of it there. He will hold his position. Keep an eye there on the back of the pack situation. King will hold it. Connor still on the bottom. J-Rob trying to get a bit of a run there on the outside of King. Doesn't get much. This will allow Dalton Connor to potentially move up to that second place position. Cleanly, we will see. He does clear Robertson. He will move up to second now. 15 of Craig tried to stick his nose in there. Nothing going. And we'll keep on rolling. See if we can hit on these guys here in the back of the pack. Here's the 2-car Mason Hadley. Colin Dickey stuck on the outside. The Dawsey and the Gondar car look very similar. You'll catch yourself slipping up if you're not paying the closest attention. Into the wall, looked like to be the 52. A little loose there. Loose all over the place, actually. As we ride along with Mason Hadley, Colin Dickey on the outside. It's Brendan Kramer and Jack Dawsey III battling. Right ahead, that is a battle for the 6th position. Dawsey holding the bottom, and Kramer making it work on the outside. Hadley's going to bump up to the high side, and he's going to bring it right back down. Gondar will follow. We'll check back in with our leaders in a second. Interesting battle, though, as we watch Brandon Kramer and Jack Dawsey III in that battle for 7th. Potentially a move for the lead. We'll jump up and see if Dalton Connor's made a run on Xavier King as we have 23 of 100 laps completed. Allison gets around to the 15 of Craig. And it looks like also back in the pack, Dawsey has gotten around Kramer for that 6th position. Let us check. He has, and he has cleared Kramer. So back up to the leaders. Seems to be King, Connor, 1-2, pulling away a bit from the 3rd place position car, Noah Allison. All one by one in a row there. King, Connor, Allison, Craig, Robertson. That is your top 5. Xavier King just smooth as can be, running his line and not giving up an inch. Connor keeps looking to the inside, but he may be okay just following Xavier King around as we are 27 of 100 laps completed. Noah Allison trying to get up there and battle and get in there with these leaders, but he is still sitting back. We got Jordan Gondar dropping massively. We are going to go caution. Jordan Gondar in the wall there. Let's see if we can catch and see what happened. Throw the rewind system on and see what happened to Jordan Gondar. It was a bit of a mix-up there. Let's see what happens. Stop it there, give it a play. Slow it down. Let's see. We got Jordan Gondar on the inside of the 2-car of Mason Hadley. Oh, we got on the strips a little bit, got a little loose. And it looked like Tansili checked up a little bit. Rex Cox got into the rear end of him. It It all started when Jordan Gonder got into the rumble strips there on the bottom of the racetrack, causing the 35 car to check up behind him, or excuse me, the 36 car, and Rex Cox getting into the rear end. Another one of those situations, just an accordion effect. We'll jump back live now, but that seems to be what happened there. Running order stays the same up top. King, Connor, Allison, Craig, Robertson, your top 5. Dawsey, Kramer, Hadley, Cox, and Popwell round out the top 10. Tough luck for Jordan Tenselli getting caught up in that. I don't know if he's been having internet connection issues potentially, and seeing the blinking and whatnot effect from his car, and that seems to be an internet connection issue, which if you're lagging behind, it could be detrimental to keep it up. Get things lined up and reworked here. Looks like the lights are off on the pace car. He's going to pull off, and we're going to get ready to go back green rag racing. 31 of 100 laps completed. King on the bottom. Connor on the outside. Allison and Craig right behind. King will bring him out of turn number 4 as we get going back green flag racing at Myrtle Beach Speedway. Oh, we had a spin there. And we are wrecking. Yellow flag flies. Let's take a look and see what happens. Saw it in the rear view there. Slow it down as we went green flag here. Heading into turn number 1. J-Rob drifted up a lot there going into turn number 1, into the rear end of Dawsey, causing the spin. Seems a little bump there to save Dawsey, as you see Mason Hadley going high. But I do think, oh, and there is the one car, which is not really the one car, spinning as well. It caused a bit of an effect. Just tough luck for everybody there. But it looks like Dawsey comes out of that unscathed. Not bad. Not bad. I'll go back live. And J-Rob got into the rear end of him a little bit. Running order still looks okay. Hadley going back up there. Shows Mason Hadley as leader. I don't think that is accurate. We'll have to get that reset. Could have been worse for the drivers involved in that accident, but people come away unscathed there. Lights off on the pace car. King, Connor, Craig, Allison, Robertson, Dawsey, Dickie Cox, Popwell, and Thenis. Your top 10 as we roll through turn number 4. It'll be King and Connor yet again. Green flag will fly. And oh, we're spinning right off the hop. I don't even think I need to replay that. That's going to be a full restart there. No need to replay that. I don't know if Craig didn't get on the gas or what happened there. But he went for a ride. I don't know if it's too soon to be wondering about pit flag strategies. If it'll be under green or if decisions will be made. Time this out maybe during one of these cautions. We shall see. Guys, get back up to speed, get caught up with the pace car. I think that was Gonder there flying by. Yes, that was Jordan Gonder flying by, looking to get back around to the rear of the field. Lights still on the pace car. I assume we'll have one to go when we get to the line. So, by the looks of it, Trey Craig is no longer in that top 5 group, so a little bit of a switch. It'll be King, Connor, Allison, Robertson, Dawsey, Cox, Dickey, Athenas, and Popwell, followed by Paula Hartledge, rounding out the top 10 now with that spin from Trey Craig. Assisted or unassisted, you make the call, you be the judge of that. Could be a plethora of factors that went into that. Pace car is off. It'll be King and Connor yet again, 41 of 100 laps completed. The green flag will fly, and we're back rolling yet again. King and Connor will bring us in to the turn number 1. Holding that bottom side. Connor to the bottom of King now, looking for the lead. Can he make it work? Can King hold on the outside? Dalton Connor will not lead that lap. Xavier King, but a good run into turn 1. Sees Dalton Connor just take a lead there. See if King can battle back on the outside. He will not. Dalton Connor will cleanly take the lead there. It'll be Connor, King, Allison, and Dawsey, who looks like he has cleared Jacob Robertson. So there is your top 5. Still 6 on the screen. You see Rex Cox looking to try and get around the 91 of Robertson, but he does not. Robertson gets down to the bottom. There's a good look at the back of the pack. A bit of a battle. Let's see if we can hop back there and see what's going on. Not much going on. As said, Jordan Tensilli seems to be blinking a lot there. We will jump back up to the middle of the pack with Logan Phoenix looking to get a run on Rex Cox. Not much going. You got to be careful of those rubble strips there at the bottom of the racetrack. Could really hurt you. Go back up to our leaders. Dalton Connor, Xavier King, Noah Allison, Jack Dawsey, the third, and Jacob Robertson, your top 5. Noah Allison looking to stick his nose in there and make a run on the 84 of Xavier King. King led for a majority of the early portion of this race as we get closer and closer to the halfway point. 48 of 100 laps completed. Top 3 in a bunch. Connor, King, Allison. Looks like we got a little smoke going on there. Let's see if we can grab what happens. See if we can get a replay quickly. See if we can catch what happened here. We got Mason Hadley looking to make a move on Gonder. Looked like it was more so up the track. It was been Colin Dickey. Let's see if we can work some magic here. Let's grab Colin. Then we will rewind. I see what happened now. Put a pause there. Let's ride along with. No, let's go ahead and go right along with Colin here. Let's see if we can see what happens. Something with Jacob Robertson there at the bottom of the track. You can see the piling up the carnage there back in the back. Let's get back up live. Let's see what happened. We got a couple guys exiting the pits. Grab our leader, Dalton Connor. Learning the replay system. I wish it was a bit quicker. Wish there was a button you could press, make it a little easier. I'm sure there is, but I'm not that smart. Top 5 as it sits: Dalton Connor, Xavier King, Noah Allison, Jack Delsey III, and Rex Cox. Top 10: Logan Thenis, Paul Hartledge, Colin Dickey, Bradley Winters, Jordan Gonder. Brandon Meesey there in 11th. Brandon Kramer in 12th. Trey Craig 13th. J-Rob, Jacob Robertson in 14th. Connor Popwell is in 15th. David Palmer there running in 16th. Jordan Tansili in 17th. JT McNulty in 18th. Mason Hadley there at the rear of the field in 19th. 2 laps down and out. We will get ready to go back green flag racing. We are just over the halfway point, 52 of 100 laps completed. It's going to be Connor, King, Dawsey, Allison there. As we bring it to green, Xavier King looking to get a good run. Connor jumps it there. It'll be Connor, King, Allison, Dawsey on the outside. Let's see if he can quickly get down. He does. Looking at that battle behind him. Let's just watch that. Side-by-side racing. That is Logan Thenis and Rex Cox. Paul Hartledge getting in the mix. Colin Dickey there on the outside. Bradley Winters as well, sticking his nose in. Clears up a bit ahead of them as Cox and Thenis fall into formation. Guys starting to make their way in to where they need to be. Seems our best action going on with there, wrecking right there. We just saw it. Let's bring it back. I'm not entirely sure who that was in this. Let's see. Yep, we found it. We found it. Let's bring it back more. Looked like Trey Craig drifted up the track a bit. Rolling out of what looks to be turn 2. Trey Craig drifts up just high. Yep, gets into it. A little contact. Into the wall you go. And there is your caution flag. Bit of airtime there for the 15 of Trey Craig as well. That seems to be the caution. Let's get back up to our leader, Dalton Connor. Top 10 looks about the same as it did a couple laps ago. 57 of 100 laps now completed. Quite a few cautions. Hopefully things will get cleaned up here as we go. Tough luck for Trey Craig. Drifted up the track right into the... Who was that? We got to figure out who that was. It's Brandon Meesey. There we go. Meesey and Trey Craig getting into it there. we'll jump back up to our leaders now as we get ready to go back to the green flag. Connor King, your front row. Green flag is out. Great jump there from Dalton Connor. Not so great from King. Noah Allison's going to fall in. He may take over the second place position now. King looks to get a run there. Good action there on the bottom of the racetrack. We will follow along with that group. That is Cox, Hartledge, and Dawsey. Dawsey trying to make it work on the outside. We've not seen that line work very well. Let's see if he can make it happen. Roll through the turns. And there's the 93 of Venus up into the wall. Dawsey scrapes the wall a little bit there, trying to make something happen. Tries to fall back in the line. Good battle here. As we roll through. There's a spin back there behind us. It was the 80 of Bradley Winters. We're going to stay green, though. Winters was spinning a little bit. Still a good battle here for that 5th position, Hartledge and Dawsey. Hartledge can't seem to clear the JD3 machine. Coming to the start and finish line now. Good run there from Dawsey, who is the 5th place car. There's a heck of a wreck going on back here, ladies and gentlemen. Let us throw in the replay. See if we can figure out what the heck. Oh my God. Trey Craig went for a ride. Let us see what took place here. That is the one of Brandon Kramer. Trey Craig all over the one car. Gets him loose. Spins him. You got the 80 of Winters who plows into the 15 of Craig. Sending him right into the wall. And Trey Craig goes flying as they all cluster there on the top. But Jesus. Trey Craig flying through the air there. And that is one hell of a wreck there in iRacing. Let's keep it rolling now. We'll go back live. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a wreck there. I'm glad we got to get the replay thing working. Because that was one hell of a collision there for the 15 of Trey Craig. With Bradley Winters mixed in there as well. J-Rob. Cranmer. Massive collision there. It is another caution on Trey Craig. I don't know if that is his 3rd. I know he's been involved in quite a few. The rule is 3 cautions and you're out. Obviously, I have no control over that, but we will see what happens. He's currently in the pits, marked as 2 laps down. There's the 3 of Jordan Gonder. Tough wreck there, though, for the 15 of Trey Craig. Was really on the bumper of the 1 of Kramer. Got him loose, and they all kind of just collected and went high. And when there's nowhere to go, you plow into people, and that sent Trey Craig a-flying. There is the 15 of Craig. Looks like he will be still on rolling. So it will be Dalton Connor, your leader. Noah Allison up to 2nd. Xavier King 3rd. Rex Cox 4th. Jack Dawsey 5th. 6th will go to Logan Thenis. Colin Dickey's in 7th. JT McNulty in 8th. Jordan Tansilli 9th. Paul Hartledge is in 10th. Should have the lights out on the pace car and we'll get back rolling. 68 of 100 laps completed. As we will go green again. Around the lap 40 mark, Dalton Connor took the lead from Xavier King and has yet to look back. Let's see if Noah Allison has anything for him. So get ready to go back green flag racing. We roll through turn number 3. And the green flag will fly, and Dalton Connor is going to get a hell of a run. Allison and Cox trying to keep pace there. King to the bottom of Cox. We will keep an eye on that battle there. King there battling for third with Cox. That is Dossie and Thenis there on the battle for 5th. Thenis will clear him, and he will take over the 5th place position. Colin Dickey back there in 6th. Excuse me, 7th. Looking to make something happen. King still battling on the bottom of Rex Cox. Good run there coming out of the turn for King, but Cox holding steady on the outside. Even better run for Xavier King there, as he will fall in right in front of Rex Cox to hold a firm grasp on that 3rd place position. Connor still your leader. Noah Allison 2nd. We'll go ahead and ride along with our leaders here as 72 of 100 laps are complete. Connor, Allison, King, Cox, Thenis, Dossie, Dickey, McNulty, Tensili, and Hartwich. Let's go ahead and jump back there with Colin Dickey. He'd be upset if I didn't follow along with him a little bit. Oh, there's a bit of a wreck there as the 93 goes spinning. Will we have a caution? No caution. We're rolling. 75 of 100 laps completed. We'll check back the tapes on that one. But not sure what happened, but Dickey was able to move up to the 5th place position there. I think that was Thenis. Dossie got into Thenis. I couldn't tell if Thenis came down on him or if Dossie drove it in there. Not entirely sure. Tensili now blinking there behind Dossie. That is the 7th place. We'll jump back up to our leaders. See if there's any kind of battle shaping up now. Seems to be all Dalton Connor as we get ready for 78 of 100 laps completed. Let's go back to Colin Dickey. Good group of guys there. Oh, a little love from the JD3 machine there on the 33 of Dickey. Dickey holds firm there in that 5th place position. Dossie all over Dickey as they go into the turns. Dickey able to pull away when they get to the straightaway, though. See what happens as we roll into turn number 1. Dickey holding firm. Tensili on the bottom. Outside of him is JT McNulty, followed by Paul Hartwich. And we are wrecking. There's a wreck there. We'll see if we go caution for that. But J-Rob into the wall. Yep, there we go. Let's see if we can grab a replay now. We will throw it back here. And let's see what we can see. Rolling into the turn there. See a little contact from Hartledge ahead of him. Slowed him up a bit. J-Rob just drove it in there underneath him. Got into him. Sends Hartledge spinning. And then the 15 of Trey Craig cleans out the 91 of Robertson as well. And everyone goes a spinning. Bradley Winters gets into the 91 of J-Rob. And J-Rob back down the track in front of the 15 of Trey Craig. And Paul Hartledge there at the 68. That seems to be the extent of it. We will hop back to live action as there's a look at J-Rob. Car up in the pits. Pull back a little more here. Look at Noah Allison, the nose of Noah Allison. A different camera view as we are under caution here. Trey Craig is now out. Part of that registered now. He has hit his 3 cautions and he is no longer rolling. 17 cars remaining. Brandon Meese out now as well. Jordan Gonder potentially also out. 83 of 100 laps completed. Lights are off on the pace car as we are ready to go back to it. .84 of 100 laps completed. Back under green, Dalton Connor, your leader still. Noah Allison there in second. Xavier King, Rex Cox in third and fourth. Colin Dickey and Jack Dawsey the third, battling out for that 5th place position. Dickey did get down in front of Dawsey. Seems to be a battle that continues to carry on. We'll check in with those guys. It is going to be Connor, Allison, King, Cox, Dickey, Dawsey. Dawsey into the wall a little bit there. Seems to straighten it out. Jordan Silly there behind Dawsey. As I stated earlier, maybe a bad internet connection that seems to be blinking quite a bit. Right now, rolling pretty good for Tansilli, but got to be frustrating when you're driving against it and driving with it. Lag can be a son of a gun. Connor holds true in the lead. And Tansilli off the pace a bit. Popwell's going to go cleanly and easily under Tansilli there to move up to the 7th position. Dawsey looking to make a run on Dickey, but can't make it work. He is all over the 33 here as we get ready to roll across the start-finish line. We are 89. Oh, there. Whoa, loose Dawsey on the high side. Dickey and Dawsey collided, but we are going to stay rolling. That's going to be an interesting conversation the next time he wants to stay at Uncle Jack's. Let's jump back up to our leaders now. Dalton Connor still holding steady. The good advantage over Noah Allison. 10 laps to go. Dalton Connor with about a 3.5 second lead there. As you can see on your screen. Looks like it may come down to Connor and Allison. Caution spending, of course. Anything is possible here in the Midwest Winter Shootout, so we have learned. Let's jump back to the pack a little bit. Looks like a good collection of cars here. That is Hartledge, Dickey, Dawsey, and the 93 of Logan Thenis there as well. Hartledge looking for a way around Dickey. He's going to go to the bottom. Can Hartledge get a run on the 33? He does. Paul Hartledge to the bottom of the 33 of Colin Dickey, looking to clear him now. Oh, Hartledge got a little too low, bumped up into the 33 of Dickey. and makes it look easy-ish as he gets around the 33. Dawsey now to the bottom of Dickey. He will clear him, and Phoenix is going to follow Dawsey through. Let's see if Colin can get back down. He does. Ooh, he does. He clipped the nose there a little bit, but he does just that. Thena's still on the bottom of Dickey, but Colin's going to hold true. Thena's got into Dickey. He spotted. Colin back on the gas. No caution flag. Colin did not make it easy to get around him. Let's go back to our leaders, Dalton, Connor, Noah Allison. 96 of 100 laps completed. This seems to be the battle for the win here, as Connor looking to stretch that over to about a half-second lead as we come to 97 of 100 laps completed. Quite a few cautions throughout. And it is all Dalton Connor as we get ready for the white flag, as he's stretching that lead as we go. Dickey up into the wall there, seems to be over it. White flag will fly for Dalton Connor as he looks to bring home another win in the Midwest Winter Shootout. Almost up to a full second lead there on Noah Allison. It is going to be Dalton Connor, Noah Allison, Connor Popplewell, Rex Cox, Xavier King, your top 5. There is the finish. As everybody looks across the finish line, your final standings look as they do. 19 cars raced, and on your screen you can see the 19 finishers. Dalton Connor wins another one in the Midwest Winter Shootout Series. It's been a few weeks since he's got the win, but he is back rolling yet again. We will hop in. J-Rob cleans him out just like usual. We will hop over to the post-race interviews. We'll just chat with Dalton, see what he thinks, see how he's feeling. If and when he wants to join. Surprising there, Dawsey does not clean out Dalton Connor. Connor looking to celebrate another win in the Midwest Winter Shootout. And here is the much-deserved burnout in the iRacing Series. Connor, Allison, Popplewell, Cox, King, your top 5. Cancelli, Hartledge, Dawsey, Palmer, and Kramer will round out your top 10. JT3 cleans out J-Rob there, as you see on your screen. We will check to see if Dalton wants to join and say hello. If not, we will get ready to wrap things up for week number 6. Colin Dickey there's another shot of JD3 just absolutely destroying J-Rob. Colin Dickey voicing his opinion in the general chat. A lot of fun there. There's Dalton Connor. Congratulations, another win.
Yeah, that was a rough one. Let's just say that.
Yeah, a lot of guys not finishing the race. But yeah, it was fun. We don't got to talk about the race. Did you have a good Christmas?
Yeah, it was great. Great holiday. So getting ready for New Year's.
Yeah, Santa bring you a race car?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Did Santa bring you a race car?
Yeah.
Nice.
Pretty much.
Nice. Big New Year's plans?
No, not really.
Chill.
Probably play some iRacing.
There you go. That's the life. Well, not much to chat about more. Congratulations, another win. Hope you have a good New Year's and a fun 2026, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Talk to you next week. that will do it for the live stream. Look forward for some fun and action coming up in the next week's race. Some beef between the 33 and the 93. You saw the replay, you saw what happened. Look forward to next week's race. We'll run through that real quick. Next week, it'll be back in the street stocks at New Smyrna. That is January 7th for 100 laps. With that being said, we'll bring this live stream to a close. Thank you so much for those that did tune in. If you did tune in, like the video, share with people. Why not have some fun? I hope everyone had a fantastic Christmas. Everyone have a happy new year and many, many blessings in 2026. Thank you so much.